Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. It's the Condors and the Duke Blue Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
It might be small, but it is mighty. The Duke fan base has really started coming alive, and just 40,000 fans can sound like 60 the way they are passionate and yelling for their Blue Devils. Duke is finding some success in football in the last decade, and Wallace Wade Stadium is starting to really rock and roll when opponents come to town. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Blue Devils ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The returner will field it and bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Condors offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes the sophomore running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. He'll try to get that first positive play of the drive here on third down. They'll run the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The Condors will punt it away on fourth down. Wants to return it.
Go.
He's got great speed. Quick
Go,
step. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So Duke's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, JC.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Third and short from the 26. Easy field goal range with his enough to pick up the first. They'll try to get it through the air. Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmaker. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to adjust the pattern. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Duke! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just kick a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up 4th down. And it'll be the Condors will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll give it on the counter. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, first down here. Leaves it with the running back. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run.
Snags it and he's open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays, they can run people over, they can now
fires deep toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Blue Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wideout. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He got it right inside the pylon.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches, Palmer. Nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed just stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for him? That's every quarterback's dream.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He leaves it with his back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
It's a running room. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs, and make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of maybe a crease. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's first. And he's all by.
Get the ball.
It's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Let's see if they can get something going here later in the half. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
I'll catch it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
They're working that left side. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger, the more attack, and push you around. And then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
Quarterback will keep it. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Condors will make their way onto the field to open this drive. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. The Condors want to move quickly.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's right. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And it'll be the Condors send out the punt unit. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Solomon. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Wants to throw it again. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Rifles it down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the back. Picked up a few on that run, this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at Wisconsin in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Ollie, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, the Blue Devils head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Richardson. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with a big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead. And with this quarterback, I do not blame you. Keep chucking the pill.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Deep shot for the end zone.
Oh,
Picked
no.
off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And that's the play the defense absolutely had to have. You know, going into halftime, you were down on the scoreboard. You just needed something really good to happen. And so right away, you get the interception, you create a turnover. That is huge. And it's critical now this offense is able to come on the field, take this thing down the field, score a touchdown, shorten this lead. You need complimentary football right now.
Now on first down from the 30. Hand off to the fullback. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They open the lane and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Condors will send out the punt unit. All the way back to the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the miss. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
They're so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort, nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to the left. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Blue Devils are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man. He probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of the bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
The Blue Devils looking to convert on 4th down. Now on the move. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep his drive alive. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but you can argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this. And listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run.
Touchdown, Duke! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He wants to throw. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. And now on second down for this offense. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Give to the back. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And it'll be the Condors who will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The run inside. It's Campbell. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. He's got the tie down. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
He'll set up the throw. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up and complete as they were trying to strike for 6. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now he's 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up. field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. Out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Here comes the option. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have very little success. Quarterback Keith. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Goes to the option. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Condors will bring the punt team onto the field. The 2-minute time. Arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They're in command of this game now. Let's see if they breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. The 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the outside. He'll toss it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and short. The option look. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout, the clock stopped with 17 seconds left.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary.
Might have a chance. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll try the run. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of